I think the best way to understand the way the Texas court system works is to picture one of those old historic courthouses down at the town square in Georgetown or Sulphur Springs or Denton. You start on the first floor. So on the first floor is where we have what we call trial courts, district courts and county courts, both constitutional county courts and statutory, and family courts and probate courts and so on. Now, if you don't like what happens in the trial courts, then you can go up to the second floor.
The next step after those courts is an intermediate court of appeals. So if something happens in the trial court that someone doesn't like, they appeal that to the next level of court, which is my court, the Intermediate Court of Appeals. And then we make a decision, and after that, it could go on the criminal side to the Court of Criminal Appeals, which is our Supreme Court for criminal cases in Texas.
The highest court for criminal cases in the state of Texas is the Court of Criminal Appeals, and we decide whether or not to hear that case, and then if we hear the case, we make a decision at that point. If it's a capital murder where the death penalty is going to be imposed, then yes, it skips all the way to us. If it's any other kind of crime, it goes to the Court of Appeals. And again, there's 14 Court of Appeals. They're divided up by region all around the state. If you don't like the result there, you can then appeal to us. We take a look at your case and decide whether or not we're going to hear your case or not. We're the highest court in Texas for criminal cases, and then if you don't like what we do, you can go to the United States Supreme Court.
Now, the Supreme Court and the Court of Criminal Appeals are a little different from each other. The Supreme Court's job is to make sure that the decisions of the courts within our system statewide are predictable and consistent. So our jurisdiction on the Supreme Court is limited to taking cases that present issues that are, as the law says, important to the jurisprudence of the state.